Good morning, I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. Well, my rain man's been praying for rain here, but it just hasn't been coming. It seems like everyone but us is getting it. And even today we got tornado warnings and thunderstorms and all that in the forecast, but it doesn't look like anything's going to happen. So we'll see. The problem is that the rain forecast is delaying us because you don't want to take the risk of knocking your second cut down if it's going to rain. And every time they've been saying rain, it hasn't rained. So we're getting behind, and when you get behind on hay, the hay starts to get coarse. So that's been our trouble lately, just trying to figure out when we can possibly get out on the fields. Anyway, let's go check on our new guy and see what's happening on the farm today. Hi, buddy. How you doing today? Hi. Are you eating your breakfast? Hello. How you doing? You're doing okay. So people were asking how we're going to introduce him to the other rams. But we're not going to introduce him to anyone. The first sheep he's going to meet on our farm will be the ewe group that he's going to be breeding. The reason for that is he's in quarantine now, so we don't want him with any other sheep right now. He's close to these guys over here. He can see them, but he's not able to touch noses with them. And we don't want him injured or getting in any fights before breeding because we paid a lot of money for him. So by the time he's out of quarantine, we'll be able to set up a breeding group for him, and he can just hang out with the ewes. And then when breeding season's over, then we'll do the introductions with the other rams at that point, and they'll all go back together as a group. I've been doing chores. Knockout has been exploring his pen, so he doesn't just stay up front where the others are. He's come right to the other end right now and is looking around. So it shows that he's a confident and calm ram. Sheep are off to a new pasture today. Arnie's just opening up the gate. And by a new pasture, I mean the original pasture they started off the year in. So they gotta walk around that laneway and up to this over here. You can see there's a lot of alfalfa and bloom in there, but it's grown back quite a bit. So, and they've been off it for easily a month now, so it should be parasite free. Long walk back there. Everything's in bloom. So there they are back in the field. Bird's foot trefoil is the yellow stuff. That's really nutritious for them. We got white clovers in there. The purple stuff is sweet peas and alfalfa. Arnie thought he was going to attempt hay today, but by the look of that sky coming in, I'm guessing he's not going to do it. Way too risky. Well, we've got a wind blowing now. There's still sun in the sky, but the wind has really picked up and the thunder is starting now. So something's on its way here. Arnie's out of haying today. He decided to pull out the bush hog and clear up some of those weeds. We got some stuff coming out of that cloud. So someone's getting rain. We let the fall Dorset ewe lambs out for a graze now too. They've been off their pasture for a while. And there's lots of clover in the alleyway here. So they're liking that. You got a breeze so that the flies are staying off them. It's a nice thing about windy weather. Over with the adult ewes. A lot of them have made it back to the barn already. But they've made it to their favorite spot over here, a few of them. They're looking for a good back scratch. Imagine having an itch that you couldn't scratch. That's why they love these things. Pretty well everyone out here is the Dorset group, except for the two at the scratch post, because they do still hang around in their groups. Oh, there's one over there, Suffolk. So here we are in the paddock where we let the ewe lambs come out to graze. It's pretty well done now, so Arnie's bush hogging off the deadheads and the thistles, and Max, no matter how hot it is, he has to do this with Arnie. So Arnie has to be super careful, but Max will not come in, and he has done this entire field with Arnie. And it's hot, like it's windy today and cloudy, but it's super hot. The other dogs are a little smarter. They're just taking it easy, watching from a distance. No point in running after the tractor. But Max doesn't run after the tractor either. He actually runs ahead of it. It's very weird. But he does it every time. And he does it when I'm mowing the lawn too. I don't even know what Max is thinking, because he actually waits for the tractor when it gets too far behind. And I can call him and call him and call him to get him away, but he won't listen. Max is a really stubborn dog. Just ran out to mow the lawn because it looked sunny. 2 seconds later, we got torrential downpour. Now we wanted rain, but now we got torrential and severe winds. You just can't win this year. I think Arnie went out to bush hog. He better be running in. Yeah, we were supposed to be having someone coming over to look at some rams to buy today. They were supposed to be here like now, and I don't know. This is just craziness. No one can deny that the weather hasn't changed. to the backyard where you can hear a little better because the wind is coming in from the south. But as much as we want rain and stuff, oh, and I can actually see sunshine coming out over there. It's just freaking spotty and harsh, severe weather we've been having. But these are the kind of winds and stuff that you don't want on your fields, like the crops that are about to be harvested really quickly, like our fall barley, because the winds will knock them down. This one looks like it's blown right by us now. It's like I said, we're getting rain, but it comes in spurts, like really short spurts. Now that was a heavy spurt, but it was only 5 minutes max. Enough to get soaked. I imagine Arnie soaked us. I'm soaked, and I only had to run from the garage to the house. I've come back out. My mowing the lawn's off now. I managed to get just this around the house so it looks a little tidier when visitors come. But the rest is going to have to wait for another day because now the grass is soaked and we can't cut grass if it's soaked. You can still hear the thunder. It doesn't know what the weather wants to do today. But you can see we got enough to get the yard all wet and soaked, even though it was, like I said, 5 minutes tops. We'll see if our little rain gauge was able to register any of that. Oh, we did get some. It says 1/4 of an inch. See, it looks severe when you get it, but the one is an inch, so that's what we've been doing. Taking what we can get when we can get it. But like I say, see how it's stopped me from cutting this grass? It also stops you from cutting hay. You can't cut wet hay, and you can't cut hay if it's dampy and cloudy and threatening rain either, because the chances of losing your hay crop by doing that is really high. So you gotta wait and wait and wait. That's the thunder. But it means you can't get anything done. You get so far behind. The other side of our house. Sunny. You can be on one street, or even your neighbors can be in sun, and you can be in rain, or vice versa. There, now I've just walked over to the coveralls. Arnie was out bush hogging when that downpour came. He was out here. You can see the puddles. And I'm not quite sure what he's doing now. I'm guessing he's going to get rid of this old hay and dump it in the bush by the look of it. This is the ewe paddock, and they were out here where this is where their scrub brush and stuff is. They were outside but ran in when it started to rain, because on this side of the farm it looks like a storm. And at a slight angle over here, looks like a beautiful summer's day. So Arnie's taking all the plastic off these old bales. These have got to be 2 years old now. And I assume he's going to load them up on his wagon and take them to the bush to throw away. They'll compost down, but of course we can't put them out there with the plastic on, so that all has to come off. So that's a mucky job. Was it raining out there? Did you guys get a little bit wet? Did you guys get a little wet out there? You wouldn't want to go out there now, even though it's not raining, just in case, right? I had some spare time, so I was trying to figure out my new TV and using the YouTube feature on it. It's a little more difficult than on the phone, so I'm trying to figure out how it works. But I put on some other sheep videos to see what other people are doing and the troubles they're encountering, and it makes me feel a little lucky because we're not lambing, so we're not having dead and deformed and troubled lambs, and we're not in scorching hot raining weather where the sheep are outdoors getting maggots and foot rot and all that kind of stuff with their wool all in tatters. I feel like our flock is kind of spoiled right now. You guys are a little privileged, I think. Sheared, food in a trough if you need it, door open to go out to a paddock. Like there, the fall lambs are heading out to the field now. It's actually sprinkling right on me, but you can see where they are. It's pretty sunny still. These girls saw them going out, so decided to step out as well, but this side of the laneway is actually in this rain part, and they're shaking their heads. They don't like the rain falling on them, and right now neither do I, so I'm going to walk back in with them. Oh, it's going to rain. I'm telling you, the rain is starting on this side of the barn right now. Can you hear it coming down on the roof? It's raining. Over there it's sunny. You can see the mist in the fields even. That's rain. You can't plan your days farming. That is the problem with being a farmer. Your whole career revolves around the weather. So that's why farmers are always watching the Weather Channel and talking about the weather, because it's everything to us. It can make or break us. Here, I just stepped out 30 seconds later. This part here that's misty, this is all fog now, but the rain seems to have stopped on this side over here. Wicked. Yes, I think if I were a sheep, I'd like to be here. You guys all look fantastic. You should think of your sheep buddies in other countries when you're fussy over your meals. It could be way worse. Hi. No wonder you look lovely. Here's an example of a black ewe, with black fiber in her wool. There's a second one in here. But she's just one ewe. We actually did call her Ebony. I kept her because she was a pet. But you don't want that in a ram. like I said, you can tolerate it in a ewe, because the odds are she's going to have ram lambs and they're going to go to market anyway. So it's not a huge problem in a flock this size to have one or two that have black fibers. It's a huge problem if your ram is like that, though. Hi, I can see you're looking. Hi, you're a first timer. And you know what? You're probably gonna be with Knockout. You are. Hi, girls. I don't think it's really raining out there. You can go out again, you know. It's not like you have to sleep in it. Some sheep have to sleep in it if you were in another part of the world or the country. There you go. You see? Come on out to the other side of the laneway now. Hi, you guys are out again. You're the side with no rain. It's not raining on this side, so I'm gonna get these guys to go out. You guys don't realize it, but it's not raining. You have a treat. You can go out. Hi, Cupcake. How you doing, sweetheart? You are a beauty. Go on out. It's nice out there now. Fresh grass. Got a little bit of moisture on it, but not too much. Don't go that way. Don't go that way. You're missing the gate, Cupcake. You're missing the gate. It's on the other side. Go that way. No, no, no. You look lovely by the thistles. But you gotta go that way. Come on. Shh, shh. No, that way. That way. Come on. It looks like you gotta come this way, but you gotta go the other way. You're going the wrong way. All of you guys missed the gate. It's kind of like missing the boat. There you go. Now go join your friends. I don't know how long they're going to stay out there, because this is what's coming up over the silos now. Isn't weather exciting? That's when we do a 360 degrees. So these are the ewe lambs that wouldn't leave the front of the paddock. This is a new field for them, and it's all been trimmed off. We took all the dead heads and stuff off, and now they're wandering much farther out. And when they do that, they'll be grazing the field evenly instead of in one big patch and destroying the field. Hey you guys, this used to be your field, but you're at the wrong gate right now. You gotta go through the gate that Arnie's working at. We'll get you over there in a second, okay? Because yes, the rain has stopped, you can come out. Come on. Come on. You can go out there while he's there. They didn't want to use that gate before because there's a whole bunch of thistles in the gateway. They should go in there now. Come on, turn around. There, it's that gate. Turn around. There you go. Follow the crowd. There they go. There's Max, taking a break from bush hogging. It's a big job for Max.
Hey, Max.
How many miles does he run? Still awaiting our people who were supposed to be here at 1. It's 2:30 now. So I figured while I was waiting, and the storm has passed in this little paddock, we're gonna let the remaining of the woolly lambs out to play in the pasture for just a few hours. So I feel sorry for them because they've still got wool on. These are the girls that are for sale. Katie, stay here. Hi, girls. Hi. Hi, girls. Well, the skies are clearing up right now. It's still windy, still threatening, but it doesn't look like anything else is going to happen. My mowing the lawn got messed up, so I couldn't finish that. Arnie couldn't get the hay done today. He did get some bush hogging done. And the people that were gonna come buy a ram didn't show and didn't call. What to say about that? I would just love to set up an appointment with someone, and if they're an hour late and they haven't called, or sent me a text to say that they're running late or can't make it, I would love to just drive away and watch and see if they actually do show up and just leave them there. You get so fed up of being stood up. And this is why a lot of people choose not to do breeding stock, because it is a constant battle dealing with people. Anyway, I'm going to get started on some dinner and call this a day. So I hope you enjoyed your kind of really wild, all kinds of silly stuff today. Nothing happened as it was planned, but that's typical for farming. So maybe tomorrow will be a little more stable of a day. And to find that out, you got to join us again tomorrow. So until then, bye for now.